Good afternoon. So I am heading to the farm to grab my dad's tritoon. Hopefully we fixed it. If not, I'm pretty sure my father is going to set a match to it and burn it to the ground. So a little backstory on the boat. So we bought this boat back in March. If you haven't seen the video of us driving to Arkansas and back in 72 hours, definitely watch it above. That was a pretty crazy trip. So we bought this boat and it seemed like it ran okay the day we got it. We took it out on Lake Columbia in southern Arkansas and everything seemed good. But then issues started happening. We got it home and I took it out and it wasn't running right. So I had a mechanic friend of mine come look at it, and I had a cooling hose bad. So we had him fix the cooling hose. Luckily it didn't overheat the motor or anything, didn't cause any damage. We then took it out and it ran great. No issues whatsoever. But then we hauled it all the way back to Arkansas because we then used it for the summer for our 4th of July trip down in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We got on the lake, probably drove 5 minutes, and the boat died again. So this time we were pretty sure we were cursed. So we took the mechanic down there. We found out that the boat had the fuel pump go out. So he couldn't replace it in the week we were there, so we brought it back to Virginia, took it to a Mercury dealer, and he replaced the high pressure pump and the low pressure pump. And we went ahead and had him go ahead and replace the water pump while we're at it, just as a precaution to make sure it was pumping water properly. And then there was some sensor setting off a buzzer that we didn't know what it was. So he found out what that was and fixed that too. So then we hit the lake and it didn't run right. It instantly, you would drive it and it would bog down after about 30 seconds of running. So it would get up to 5,200 RPMs, which is the max RPMs. And then it would go down to 4,000 RPMs and then slowly get worse and worse over time. And we couldn't figure out what was going on. Eventually, we thought we fixed it. We thought it was an issue with the tank. We took it out again, same problem. So I then posted a video, like a short, asking for help. And the mechanic that helped us before saw the video, and he was able to figure out probably what the problem was. He thought someone was an issue with the pump itself. So we then went to remove the pump itself, and that's when we found the issue. The high pressure filter, which is on the other side of the pump, right before the fuel rails itself, where it goes into the motor, into the motor, was completely clogged. Like, I blew on it and no airflow whatsoever. So we are hoping this is the issue. So we put it all back together, did a little test fire, and it seems like it at first wasn't idling good, but it then started idling correctly. Probably air in the lines. And so hopefully this is the fix. If not, as I said, my father is going to burn this thing to the ground.
mounted too much.
And you back on board? Is it idling better? Oh. So just do the gauge again. Just start, just not start it, but get the fuel pump prime. Okay, go ahead and start it. So whatever that means, so it's running 50 psi when it primes the pump. It then drops down to 45 when it starts, but as soon as you kick it up into gear, it jumps up to 50, and it maintained 50 even after the motor did its drop thing that it's been doing. It dropped like, how many RPMs did it drop? 800? 600 to 800 RPM drop. So I'm gonna double check with my mechanic friend, but I think that means it's not the fuel pump, it's something else doing it. Because the fuel pressure's not changing. So, back to testing. So I am currently like 10 miles from the boat ramp, and my water pump is leaking like crazy. So we're starting to think this boat is cursed because my brother-in-law's truck got messed up from hauling it. My truck's now having water pump issues. My father's camper actually had like a bunch of engine issues happen while hauling it. So this boat's cursed, I'm convinced. So we're just trying to limp home. I mean, I guess I need to explain what's going on with the boat before I just sign off. It's still doing the same thing. I talked to my mechanic friend. He thinks that
It could be, he thinks it's misfiring. He's pretty sure it's misfiring. So we got to search that out now. We're gonna look through the plugs, look through the wires, see if there's anything causing a misfire. So that's what we're gonna do next, but not this video. Too much going on. So we're gonna limp our way home. Probably stop another 6 times to fill up on water. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.
Seven people were rescued Monday after the pontoon boat they were on caught fire in the canals near Ocean City. Maryland Natural Resources Police spokeswoman Candy Thompson said the incident took place around 4:45 p.m. when the people, who were from New Jersey, told investigators that the 22-foot boat's engine caught fire. Thompson said a Good Samaritan saw this, got the people off that boat and onto his. Just as that happened, the boat burst into flames. Thompson said no one was injured but that the boat was destroyed. The State Fire Marshal's Office and Natural Resource Police are still investigating.